a world where nuclear war has begun, vampires fought back in super real 3D.
There are only so many hours in a day, and sometimes you have to choose what is the most fulfilling thing for you to do. And I was having a lot of fun making YouTube videos, and I still want to make more, but the reason that I haven't made one for over a year is because I stepped away to make a movie. And the first teaser trailer just came out, and you'll see that in it, it is no longer a movie. It's become a mini-series. It's a little show now, because it just kind of kept getting bigger, and an hour-and-a-half movie couldn't contain all of it. And it's not just a movie, it's actually a rock album movie thing that I think is a really unique concoction. I have done a couple of visual EPs in the past for bands, which was an idea that I really wanted to start doing more of, where I would take a couple of songs off their album and make a little storyline out of it, and we'd have like a little movie section that would link the two things. So the grandest scale idea of that is to have a full album that becomes a full movie that then turns into a 4-part mini-series, and we are aiming to try and pitch it to paid streaming platforms to see if we can't get it on something like Netflix. Netflix is kind of the bar. We'll see where it ends up landing, but you can't just send something to Netflix. It doesn't work that way. You do have to get like an aggregator involved. They want to work with companies that already have contracts going with them. You usually have to work through another distribution company. Getting a project ready for their specs, I mean, and just reading everything. I've been making these videos for years, but when I'm making, everything I'm making, 99% of what I've made is just for putting on YouTube. That's pretty different than prepping files that Netflix wants to take on. So I'm looking at that list and it's like, I'm going to have to learn a few more things here. So I'll share that information as well, and what the experience is like if I end up having to work with somebody or hire another company to get involved just for packaging the damn movie or show to get over to them in the right formats and everything. So if you're interested in making something you're trying to pitch or get onto a platform, I'm 100% planning to share the experience of that. It might be sobering or it might be amazing. It might be like, oh wow, it really just worked and this is the way that we did it. Here's the teaser trailer. Check this out.
Get out of here! Oh!
We're not fighting to bring back only humanity's creative forces, but the Muses as well. One song will not suffice, gentlemen. We need 4, a full rock EP.
Okay, man, on my 3 count, engage your pedal for transport. 1, 2, 3.
Ash.
Dick? A lot of behind the scenes stuff has come together on this, and so there's going to be a lot of cool videos coming around the time that this is released that can go into deep detail about what it's like making this. I've learned so much. I mean, I've been doing video work for 18 plus years now, and the amount that I've learned just in this singular project is insane, because when you do something super artistic and there's no rules, there's no guidelines, you don't have to try to be selling something. It also doesn't need to be contained within a budget that the client can afford, because it's like it's your own project and you're just going to go as full force as you can. First music I've gotten to make in a decade where I put something, like professionally recorded. just going absolutely all out, you get to explore different things and grow your skill set in a pretty large way. I mean, I'm really, really excited about some of the things that I've learned how to do over the course of this, and I'm not done. I teamed up with the guitar player from Fighting Giants. Richard Burke, Dick Burke. He is the partner of Cue the Muses. Me and him are Cue the Muses LLC at this point. We have invested everything that we can afford to invest into this. This dude I teamed up with for the visual EP for their album, for Fighting Giants, and it came out awesome. I mean, it's one of the coolest things I've ever made right there. I was so excited to get to make something so artistic and fun and silly, and then also like epic with the music videos. And I think it's a really, if you want to check that out, I highly recommend checking it out. I really love how that came out again. But this attempt with Cue the Muses is like us going like all the way. I mean, we've spent over 2 years on this project between writing the music, going and recording it, figuring out all the other members that would be involved, and getting them out there to record their parts, writing the script. I wrote a 60-page script that goes with this, sci-fi rock album, comedy experience, and then actually executing all these different filming sessions, of which originally was going to be like, oh, we'll do it in like, 10 filming sessions. That'd be the most I've ever done for any music related project. And I think we've got to be close to 30 days of filming at this point, like at 30 sessions, somewhere in that ballpark. It's been nuts, and it just kept expanding. But me and Dick, we started writing the music before COVID hit. I mean, like 3 months or so before COVID hit. Then COVID hit, and then we just kind of dug even deeper and then just kept writing. And so the whole album is built on these 2 guitar players with no other musicians around, writing out these like really, they're progressive, weird songs at times. I mean, I love how they came out, but they're challenging. And then we found our drummer and bass, and the big other thing is like every song on it has a different singer from a different band throughout the Southeast, all the way up to the endpoint here of Tennessee, where Brett Hessla, the dude that recorded us, the guy from Dark New Day, the lead singer from Dark New Day, this guy recorded us, and he sings on the album too. So we've got Nadira from Shadow the Earth. I'm not the only one you look at in a different way. I'm the freak inside. Fake people, what you say. I take the thoughts you have, and now it starts to make sense. To myself, I'm true. My mind is different. We've got Cody Williford from Kill Clouseau, which was my old band. Dave Rowe from Fighting Giants, which is Dick's band. We've got Russ Skinner from Your Captain speaking. I can't believe that your spirit's broken. I can't believe that the dream beyond the control you created has been denied. Kurt Rogers from Defy the Tyrant, who I also had made a music video for. so it's like everybody collaborating together. It's been this insane experience. And oh my goodness, the drummer that we got, Timbo, this dude is just ridiculous. And he was the first one that went out with us to lay down something to our guitars, right? I mean, that experience was something in itself, and I've got some of that recorded. I'm giving it everything I've got. I got a new computer for it so I could start learning After Effects. You know, I've always only pretty much lived inside of Premiere. The biggest effort that I've given for editing, the most grand scale music videos that I've ever attempted, and I've made a lot of music videos over the years. Everything, I'm just throwing the kitchen sink at this thing and growing as a filmmaker over the whole experience. And so I want to then bring episodes that have to do with the making of this as an independent production company, get back into teaching about editing and filming and cameras and lenses and lighting and sound. I've learned a lot about sound over the course of this experience. And there's a lot of things that I'm figuring out in the editing room. I mean, there's so much to share, but there's only so many hours in a freaking day, and I'm still trying to pull off Rough Cut Productions as a, you know, with paid clients. There's just so much involved in it. So really exciting times. And yeah, thanks for taking the time to even listen to this. And I will hit you guys back up with some updates in the near future. So take care, guys.